Hello, I'm Tiffany, and I'm going to tell you about my alien story. Considering the UAP phenomena is beginning to get acceptable these days, I figured I would share my experience and see if any of you had the same kind of experience I did. So, it was about, I guess I was about 42. I'm turning 50 in October. So I was about 42-ish or so. And one night I had this dream, I guess. I don't know if it was a dream. I'm not real sure yet. That's why I'm here, just checking to see if it's happened to anyone else. I was asleep one night, and right about 3 o'clock or so, I got up to go to the restroom. Well, that night, when I was in the restroom, I was playing with my belly button and I noticed that it was bleeding. Well, previous to that happening, I was having problems sleeping. And I remember quite well that in this dream or experience or whatever it was, I was on an operating table, kind of. I was looking up and there was silhouettes of beings. I couldn't see their faces because it was all dark. You know, when someone's standing in front of a light and all you can see is just their silhouette. That's what it was kind of like. So, I don't recall a whole lot of it. I do remember getting poked and prodded on, and then I woke up in my bed. So that's when I went to the bathroom and noticed my belly button bleeding. I could swear to you, man, it was so freaking real. I felt like I was somewhere else. Not like my heaven dream, or out-of-body experience, or near-death experience where I went to see my grandparents. This was a little bit different. This was it had its physical parts of the experience as well. So, I went to pee and I was peeing blood. Well, I was so confused by the whole event, like my belly button bleeding and now I'm peeing blood, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, is this like cancer? Bladder cancer runs in my family. My grandpa and a couple of other relatives died of it. So I'm not sure if it was actually real or not. Still, I mean, it felt very real. My belly button was bleeding. I was peeing blood. I told my mom that day I met them for lunch, and I was like, I had this really weird experience. Woke up peeing blood. But before that, I noticed that my belly button was bleeding. I don't know why, but she seemed alarmed, but more because of the whole risk of cancer. She said, you need to go to the doctor and get that checked out. So I made myself a rush appointment to the urologist, and the urologist was like, I don't see anything there that would cause you to pee blood. Are you sure you're not on your period? I said, well, I'm fixed. There's no way I could be on my period. So he said, well, it could have been a broken capillary or something. But even ever since then, I've just thought back and I wonder, was this real? Has anybody else had this experience where you wake up peeing blood and your belly button's bleeding? That was my only experience like that. But I have had very, very real dreams. Those were dreams, though. I can tell the difference between a dream and an experience. It was different. So, has anyone else had this happen where you wake up wondering how your belly button's bleeding and you're peeing blood, but there's no answers to it. I do have extrasensory abilities, and being able to know when someone's thinking about me or doing something against me, or even being able to see spirits. Been able to do that ever since I was really little, and it's not a hallucination or anything like that. It's totally real, and I've just always been able to do that. Couldn't really explain it, but yeah. So who else is with me? Who else has had this happen before? It's kind of weird, isn't it? So what do you think? Now, there's times where I go out in the backyard, and I don't like to go out in the backyard. No, I live in the middle of Houston, so it's not like I'm in the, Appalachians or anything like that. It's the big city. But there's been times where I go outside and I feel something there, and then I see it out of my corner of my eye, and it's these really tall beings kind of looking over the fence. Not really looking over the fence, more being nosy, but just, there's two of them, and they talk to each other, and they have like a clicky kind of sound, but I can feel their thoughts, and they're not aggressive or anything. They're just more curious. And as quickly as I saw them, they're not there anymore. But I know I've seen them because I've seen them a few times. They're really tall, skinny, kind of like the ones that you see that were on the videos that people see, the really tall, skinny ones. Well, these guys, they weren't bad or anything. They were just more curious, and I felt inside in my mind, I felt like they were warning us about something. But maybe they knew that I could sense them, and I wasn't really scared so much. I was a little bit spooked by it, but not scared, like my heart wasn't palpitating with being scared or anything. It was quite unusual. So, yeah, I know they're real, but I've never, like, touched one or anything. They keep their distance, and they're concerned about us. They said that there are, aggressive ones out there too, but these guys, they didn't seem like they were really dangerous. They were kind of a dark charcoal color, shiny, but almost like shadowy shiny. Like I could see that they were physical, but they're really dark, like Musso black. I don't know if you know what Musso black is. It's like the blackest black paint, Musso black. They were kind of like that, where now I didn't even see their eyes so much because their eyes were kind of dark, and it was just kind of, yeah, intriguing to me. Maybe they knew that I wasn't really that scared of them. Maybe they were just trying to send a message, but things like that happen quite a bit, and I don't tell anyone, and I'm sure there's going to be some really mean comments in the comment section, and if you do make a mean comment, then well, I'm going to report your ass, because that's not cool. If there's anybody who wants to, like, collaborate or whatever, that'd be kind of cool, because my YouTube channel could surely use a boost. And if you like this content, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button so my algorithms get up, because I really need to monetize my channel. On disability, for the last 5 years because of a medical condition called Chiari malformation. And then once I got my surgery, then other things like dysautonomia started. Sorry, I was drinking soda water. Not to just blah. Yeah, I'm a tomboy. I'm not, I don't use pronouns. I think that's silly. So yeah, and I was just curious if there's anybody else out there like me who had the same sort of experience. And yeah, don't be shy. It'd be really kind of a neat experience to collaborate and see if anyone else has had the same things happen. So that's it for this one. I hope I didn't bore you, but hopefully I intrigued you a little bit and maybe got you interested in those UAPs and whatnot. I mean, there has to be other life here on Earth besides just the humans. I mean, it'd be kind of naive to think not, because just because we have the ability to reason and think and stuff doesn't mean that we're the only ones with that ability. But I would love to be able to explain my sensory abilities. Maybe do a podcast with somebody sometime. That would be kind of cool. Yeah. Till next time, hit the like and subscribe button. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm on the autism spectrum. I found this out. I'm like got diagnosed at 48 years old, and I was always thinking, what in the world is wrong with me? I'm a little bit different than everybody else. And just really always kept to myself because people just disregard me because I'm a little bit unique. So, yeah. Welcome to my world. Bye, guys. See y'all on the next one. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like this material. And hopefully one day I'll get monetized and be able to soup up the surroundings a little bit. I'm sitting at my window right now. I'm like always kind of hesitant to go on camera because I'm shy. I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel for quite some time now. I don't have my candle going in the background. That's kind of a cool touch. But yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. And you guys have a nice time. See you next time. Bye.